Hello guys, first of all, thank you so much for being here. And of course, thank you so much for downloading the content creation template. My name is Manon from the Viomatico. I'm sorry, the neighbor's chicken in the background is making a lot of noise. Before we start, make sure you have a cup of water, your laptop in front of you, and if you've never heard from Notion before, I would really suggest to first listen to my Notion audio file. It's like a 5-minute audio file where I quickly explain what Notion is and where to use it for. You can find this audio file on the download page you received in your mailbox. Let's get started. You downloaded the Notion template, you created an account, and then you clicked on the link. When you click on the link, you come in the content creation template dashboard. You can easily click on duplicate, and when you click on duplicate, you can choose a workspace to duplicate the content creation template into. I have the template already, of course, because I created it, so I'm not going to duplicate it in anywhere here. But when you just start and use it for the first time, please click on your own workspace and you can duplicate that template in your own Notion and it will be yours. So I will open the content creation template. As you can see, I am in the web page at the moment. Usually I'm using the app. Let me first explain you the basics. You can see Notion as your digital brain. I do everything in Notion. As you can see, this is my workspace. This is a space I have together with Robin, and we keep all our information in here. I really love this page, really obsessed with it. First of all, why did I create this content creation template? To be honest, I was struggling with my content creation. As a business owner, you know how important it is to stay consistent with your content creation. I was struggling with content creation because it's so busy. Now we started our business. As our business is growing and there are so many other tasks to do during the day, I got lost in my content creation until I was very, very done with it. Because I was like, okay, there has to be a way, and there will be other people struggling with this problem too. There are so many apps to make our life easy. I have the paid version from Notion, but you can also just use the free version. I used the free version for over a year. I'm using the paid version now. Why am I using the paid version? It is because I'm working with Robin. I'm working with a team, and the moment you start working with a team, it's very recommended. As long as you don't have a team, I would suggest to just use the free plan and see if you like Notion and then continue with it. So let's get started. In Notion, it's really beautiful. In the beginning, it sounds very complicated, but it's a very beautiful system because you can see it as your digital brain that works with databases and pages within pages. In the beginning, I was very confused about this. The moment you start working with Notion, you start to understand it and you start to understand how it works and you start to understand how to use it. I created a planning dashboard and a master calendar. So let me quickly explain what each part of this page is. I will try to explain this as logical as possible. If you have any questions after watching this video, please let me know, slide in my DMs, and I'm really happy to help you out. So my master calendar will show everything, all the content that I schedule for the upcoming month or months. And in the My Planning dashboard, I made 4 different categories. I created a YouTube channel category, a social media category, newsletter category, and blog post category. These are the 4 things I'm using. YouTube is clearly for YouTube videos, social media is for TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Newsletters for people who are subscribed to our newsletter, and blog posts, that's for our website for future blog posts, ideas, and to schedule it. Of course, if you're like, okay, I have extra accounts, I have extra social media parts, channels, I want to separate it, I want to create it in a different way, feel free to do it here. If you want to change the cover, because of course it's with the Viomatico's branding and with our own pictures, and if you're like, well, I would like to have my own branding colors, my own pictures, my own banner, you can change the cover over here. When you change the cover, it will appear here, as you can see, in full. Here it's kind of zoomed in, but that's okay. You can see that all these different blocks, they look completely different, but they are all from the same database. When you press a slash, you get different options. You can create a page, And that's actually how Notion works. Pages within pages. And I can say example. And I can just write here anything. Test example. Okay. Then I can go back to YouTube, and if you scroll down, you can see the page in YouTube. We don't need this. This is just to show you how you create a page and how it works. I'm going to delete it because it's not something I need here. So I created a whole database. And what is a database? A database is a part where you collect all different kind of information, and you can use the same database in different places. This database is specifically for YouTube. Important note, the moment you duplicate this template, it does not duplicate all the filters I added within this template. It is very important that all the filters are enabled, because if that's not the case, it won't work. So let's start with that and just follow me step by step. We will start with the YouTube channel. This is everything regarding the YouTube channel. I make the screen bigger, as you can see, with this point over here. I always love to use full width, which will make the screen bigger. And then I start to work in it. What we're going to do is we're going to click on properties. And as we are in a YouTube part, we want to show the social channel, the content type, and I want to add some filters because I only want to see things regarding YouTube. So I will enter only YouTube. I'll do exactly the same in the calendar. So I'm going over here to the filter, then I'm filtering socials channel, YouTube. Okay, perfect. Then I'm going to all videos, click here, filter, social channel, YouTube. If I don't add the filters, I will see all the content from all the database I'm entering in there. Then I will see all the social media, the newsletter, blog post information in the YouTube channel scheduler. So before you start, always make sure to add this filter. You can always change it later, as you can see, but for the YouTube, I just want to add this for the YouTube. Then I'm going back and I'm going to do exactly the same for social media. So I'm clicking here. I will click on filter, social channel, and I want to see LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, because that's my social media platforms I want to use. Then I'm going to the social calendar. That's over here. Let me see, filter, social channel, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Perfect. The post gallery, also filter, social channel, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. And then all social media content. And I go again to filter, social channel, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So you see, it's a little bit of a work, but the moment you're done, it's there, it's set, and you don't have to change it anymore. For the newsletter, you go to filter, social channel, newsletter. Here it's the same thing. Filter, social channel, newsletter. And here, filter, social channel, newsletter. Then I'm going to the last one, to the blog post, making it bigger. Add filter, social channel, blog website, and it's the same here, filter, social channel, blog website. Scroll down, filter, social channel, blog website. So now everything is correct. This agenda shows all the content from all these 4 parts. I want to work on my YouTube channel. So what I'm doing is I'm writing down an idea. My idea is how to boil an egg. That's how far my brain goes at the moment. Where to think about when moving to Madeira Island. As you can see, it will give the label YouTube automatically to the page. Then you can give it extra tags and content types. So this will be a YouTube video, status, it's still an idea. If you want to assign it to a team member, I can do at, for example, Robin is in my team, I can do at Robin Stivers and he will receive a notification that there is something for him. I also added content pillars, graphics, and views. 1 month later, you're coming back and this specific content type had 1,000 views. You can eventually filter on the amount of views, which video or type of content performed best, and create more of that. If you want to change anything of this, you can, or you can even add properties. Just keep in mind that if you change something in here, it will change in the entire dashboard because it is one big database. It's just displayed in different ways. So I wrote down all my different ideas. These were the two. And let's say I want to schedule it the 28th of September. At the moment, it's set up the way I like it, the way I like to work with it. But you can play around with this. If you want to have different filters or properties that are shown, you can just edit it over here. You see? So if you want to see if it is done, for example, you can just edit and then you can click here and it will appear there. You see, if I click here, if it's done, and I clicked it on here done, it will show up done. If I'm going back to my dashboard, I can see that on the 28th, a YouTube channel is scheduled. If I'm going to social media, I make it bigger and I want to, explore ideas. Real Madeira, travel pack list Madeira, lessons as an entrepreneur so far. Anyways, all different ideas. As it is different social media channels, it puts it automatically under LinkedIn. You can change it if you want it automatically under Instagram, for example. Just change it over here. You can swipe it. Again, if you want to add something, you can just hop over here, edit property, and you can add different hashtags over here, which is really great. Then let's say this will be an Instagram post and a LinkedIn post. This will be a TikTok video. You wrote down all your ideas and you're like, oh, I like this idea. Travel pack list Madeira. I want to start working on that. I want to create it and post it this week. You can click on to be created. The moment you schedule it in your agenda, you can move it to scheduled. It's scheduled, it's in my agenda. I just have to upload it and eventually, right? If you uploaded it, you can collect. You can click on done and like this you keep an overview what is done and what's not done. Okay, when it's done, edit here. If you open this one and you're like, okay, I want to create a reel from lessons as an entrepreneur so far. I created different templates with your workflows. Okay, I want to create a reel. How does that work again? Because every time you're doing a task, you use a kind of workflow. Whether you realize it or not, usually you have one specific way you do a specific task. And once it's written down and you can just follow that step by step, it will be so much easier to get into the creative flow and just start creating. So I created some templates. You can also create your own templates, but for example, the Reel template and also how to batch content. So let's say you click on Reel Madeira, you can just click on the Reel template. I like to make it a bigger screen. And here you can see which caption options are there to use, which video clips do I have to film. So for example, me working behind the laptop. Does there need to be a specific script voiceover? Which hashtags do I want to use? Are there specific resources I really like, which can help me to write this caption? Or maybe a specific video idea, you can enter the links here, and then which audio you would like to use. If you work with a team, your team can see exactly what's there, what still needs to be done, and they can just pick it up and continue creating the content for you. So that's something I absolutely freaking love. Some people prefer to just first do a brain dump, write everything down, create a lot of content ideas. And some people, they prefer to work with first scheduling a calendar. So let's say on the 4th, I want to create a blog post. Then I'm using the social media channel. Let me see. Blog website, blog post idea. If you click on blog post, it is here, blog post idea, because you gave it the social channel blog post. So it's really important to keep in mind, always label every page with a social channel. Something I really love as well, something we can add is a to-do list. Sometimes for a specific post, something specific needs to be done. So we can add a property with a text, and I will call this text to do. It's empty at the moment. I will put the to do under the done. Think about which freebie I can add to this blog post. And if you go to blog post, it's in here. And then you can click on you can see in the to do, there is written, think about which freebie I can add to this blog post. Something else you can add. Anyways, if you don't like this, delete it. But you can even connect your to-do list. So everything on your to-dos from all your different pages and content types, that it lists below. So you can see in one overview everything that still needs to be done for your content. How we're doing that. / click on heading 2, because I would like to use a heading. I'm writing down to do. Then I select it, and I really like to give it a color. I like to use the orange color. It reminds me a bit of Morocco. Then I click on the plus sign, and I use a divider just to make it look a bit nicer. And I'm pressing /. I'm typing down linked view of database, clicking on that, and we're using the master calendar template. The master calendar template is everything you see within the content creation template. It displays it at the moment as a calendar. I don't want to see it as a calendar. I just want to see the to-dos in a list. So what you can do, you click on the you click on the 3 dots on the right, click on layout, and then you create a list. Now it shows all your content ideas from everything in a list. You want to see properties. You want to see what needs to be done. So you click on shown in list, publish date. I don't really want to see that. I just want to see the to-do and the status, how it is, and if it's done. So here you can see, think about which freebie I can add to this blog post. Let's say Robin starts working on it. He scheduled it in, and then he can enter done. And we know that it is done. He can even, when it's done, write down done or just completely remove it. So then we know, okay, the task that needed to be done is done. In this list, I want to see all the to-dos from all the different social hubs. So let's say I add in my YouTube channel, how to water your plants. I open it. So if you want to make it bigger, you can just do it here. Assign it to a person. I'm going to assign it to myself now. I'm going to add the content type. It will be a YouTube video as it is within my YouTube channel. Done, publish date for the 21st. So, and then you can see on the 21st, it appears in this schedule, but also if you click on the YouTube channel, it appears in this schedule. And if you click on the blog post schedule, it does not appear, because here it only shows the blog posts. I really hope that this is a clear explanation. Just start playing around with this. Please remember to add all the filters the moment you duplicated the content creation template within your own Notion. Watch it back, do it step by step, but please add all the filters. You can even change the banner, you can change the cover, you can do anything you want. I hope this makes your head a bit more organized and that you can start planning your content. Thank you so much for watching. Send me a message and let me know if it worked for you. If you want to have a chat with someone about business, about fitness, about life, want to connect with other business owners, with other athletes, with other coaches, please send us a message and we're very happy to connect with you. I wish you an amazing day, evening, or whatever time it is in your place. Talk to you soon and have fun with this content creation template.